Hello?
Hey kid, a mutual friend needs our help.
Logan? But how did you get...
I have my ways. Look, you want to help or not?
Depends on the friend.
Aurora Monroe.
Oh, of course. I'm free now.
Good. You know where to find us.
Where the trouble is.
Eliana, thank you for coming.
Aurora, you can always count on me.
A friendship for all seasons is a powerful thing. Thank the goddess for that. We miss you at the school. You are always welcome home.
I found my home with the Midnight Suns. But that does not mean I leave friends behind. What is the problem?
A year ago, the professor detected a mutant living here with dormant abilities. I met with her, a fierce young woman named Dahlia, and invited her to attend Xavier's school. She declined. The orphanage was all she knew. I came here today to see if she had changed her mind, but according to the orphanage, she disappeared 3 months ago.
Let me guess. As soon as her powers manifested.
It's my fault. I didn't want to push her, to take her away from the only place she felt safe. I thought she could hide in plain sight a bit longer. I was wrong.
You did what you thought was right. As you always do.
Dahlia would never harm another person. And now she slipped through the cracks. Another ghost in the wind.
This city is not kind to its ghosts.
Especially not when it's infested with vampires.
That's why we're gonna find her before they do.
They already found us.
Protect the children, at any cost. As if preying on the innocent wasn't enough for them. They come for the most vulnerable.
I would call them cowards, but they are just mindless scavengers looking for an easy meal.
I've got something they can chew on right here.
Ah, Logan. Together again. Just like old times. Brace yourself!
Nice move, bub. How long have you been waiting to do that?
Very effective. Ready? You would sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look.
should have been more vigilant. Dahlia was on her own here, alone with her burgeoning abilities.
There was only so much you could do. Think how many mutants have faced the same difficulties.
All of them.
It seems a requirement of our upbringing to face such undeserved trials. That will do.
That one on your brother?
It's better if you quit now.
Let me give you a hand. Is it my turn now? Too easy.
At least we got here in time to protect the children.
Why bother protecting society's dregs? Hmm? It is beneath your stature.
Beneath me, all I see is you.
The new breed vampires are an evolution, just as mutants were before them. But vampires continue to grow. Mutants remain tethered to humanity, a broken branch on the evolutionary tree. These cast-offs are not your family. They are fuel. There is a food chain, and it is time we ate up. Surely you see it. Just as mutants push humanity ever closer to the ash heap, so too will this new breed. It is the natural order of this world.
There is nothing natural about what you've done.
Any dominate humanity does not.
Ah, that is your mistake, not mine.
Now for something real special.
Another who wields the soul as a weapon.
Let's dance.
By her command!
Accept your fate! Our long wait is at an end! My purpose is... Stop trying already.
Greater numbers will not save you.
You lack imagination.
You will not be forgotten for this.
If you were truly evolved, you would see how your actions against those who cannot defend themselves are misguided.
Oh, does shed a tear of their countenance? Do they care about their meat?
One does not justify the other. Your mind is twisted.
Or maybe I am seeing things more clearly than ever.
It's the least I can do.
You're a good friend. Together.
They weren't ready for us.
They're displacing!
You fall that easily.
Hell awaits! Forever in service!
Her will.
You'll suffer an eye for an eye.
Now you're starting to piss me off.
We will not allow you to spread this plague across the world.
My kind have little to fear from you. We are the future!
If they're not scared yet, they better get started.
This will have to do.
They can practice.
Pathetic.
I'm right here. best I can do. Invigorating.
Done waiting. It just keeps getting easier.
Look to the skies. I am still the center of attention.
You are not my equal. No more wasted efforts.
Knock it off. Looks like I'm all by my lonesome. It's all up to me now. They got some backup coming.
As mutants, you should understand the struggle my kind has faced better than anyone.
You chose to align yourself with me. Our paths are nothing alike.
I chose to move beyond the limitations of humanity, and I have no regrets.
Attached to that base. You picked the wrong one, bub.
We prevail. For now. That was a quarter of my power. I'm glad the training stayed with you.
The danger room left an impression. As you did with Sin. She won't be back.
It's why she was here in the first place that concerns me.
Agreed. This is bigger than us. If we're going to take on Sin,
And find Dahlia.
we need reinforcements.
Most of the X-Men are off-planet dealing with the Shi'ar brood war.
Don't worry. The Midnight Suns will help.
Storm, is it?
Indeed. You must be the hunter. Magic told me about you.
Why does that make me nervous?
Nothing but good things, I promise. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. I must say, this place is unlike anything I've seen before. There is an air of mystery and wonder, but it feels welcoming and safe all at the same time. How curious.
The Abbey is special. It even holds secrets that I have not uncovered.
Sounds unique indeed. I can already see the similarities between here and Xavier School. Speaking of, what do you think is the most interesting part of the Abbey?
Those who reside here make each day interesting and fresh.
Yes, the people are the lifeblood of a community. I can say the same for Xavier School as well. The students are all colorful characters.
There is never a dull moment in these halls.
If there was ever silence, I would grow worried. Apologies. I have been dominating the conversation. Have you any questions for me?
Yes, I have a few.
By all means, ask away.
Can you tell me about your background?
I won't go into too much detail, but I was left orphaned as a child. I learned how to fend for myself and became a skilled pickpocket.
You stole from others?
To survive, and it worked. I scraped by. After a few years, my mutant abilities presented themselves, and I was approached by Xavier to join the X-Men. The rest is history.
I feel like you are leaving some parts out.
Perhaps. My past is just that. It is behind me, and I prefer to focus on what is ahead.
I saw bright lights coming from your hands. What was that?
It's a little complicated, but I have the power to control the weather and atmosphere. What you saw back there was electricity.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I understand the meaning behind your name.
Thunder and lightning don't roll off the tongue as easily.
You said your powers are complicated. May I ask how?
Maybe I'll go into full detail another time, but let's just say I can't mess with Mother Nature too much.
I see. Like checks and balances?
Exactly.
What is your given name?
Aurora Monroe. What about yours?
The Hunter.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Does your name hold any significance, like mine does?
I was told it meant beauty. A little embarrassing, but I understand the intent.
I changed my mind.
The offer still stands.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just to ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
Why are Hydra soldiers willingly turning into vampires?
Define willingly. I think that's Sin's influence.
They must be extremely devoted to agree to such a change.
Or more terrified of what Sin will do if they don't. I wonder how becoming a bloodsucker mixes with the gamma serum already in their systems. I bet that's one hell of a hangover.
What can you tell me about this new breed?
Well, from a spotty centuries-old reference and the data we've collected, new breed vampires are basically fangs, claws, and a bottomless stomach. They live to feed. But they don't drink blood. They eat people whole.
Can they turn humans into vampires?
Well, they create new hemolisks from whatever they can't digest. Strange suggested some kind of dark magic regurgitation.
The boundaries of dark magic are ever expanding.
And gross. I won't mind if they shrink a little.
How do classic vampires differ from new breed vampires?
These Zoomer vampires are more outgoing. They hunt in packs and don't seem to care if anyone notices them. They have similar weaknesses, sunlight still kills them, but not everything lines up. No need to invite them in, they're happy to smash through the door. Oh, and while they don't turn people into vampires, they can infect classic vampires who then serve as portable hemolisks for the new breed.
What do we know about Sin?
Apparently, she's a vampire. A vamp classic, not the new breed. That was news to me. Before that, S.H.I.E.L.D. knew her as a decently competent Hydra luminary. Sin always got a ton of leeway because she's Red Skull's grandkid.
Red Skull?
The yin to Steve's yang. Founded Hydra, fought on the wrong side of World War II, and had a nasty itch for world domination.
Do you think Sin could be working for my mother?
She and Faustus used to fight like a sack of rats. Whatever her game is, Hydra as a whole doesn't seem to be a part of it.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
You have called yourself a leader many times.
I've been in the position where I needed to make decisions for a team.
I'm sure you have made many tough calls.
I do what I can with the information I have. The same could be said of you.
You are right. Knowing what the right thing to do is tricky.
I always go with my gut.
Has it ever been wrong?
Oh, yes. But it's not the end of the world. Maybe in the case of your mother it is, but special circumstances.
Have you ever made a mistake?
Who hasn't? Nobody is perfect. I've made my fair share of mistakes, and have done my best to learn from them. Does it always work? No. I am curious to hear how you handle failure.
Failure is inevitable. I like to acknowledge my wrongs and then take actions to make sure it does not happen again.
The important thing is not making the same mistake twice.
Yes, or else nothing has been learned.
I find that a nice relaxing drink also helps to take the sting away. Give yourself some credit, Hunter. You're doing just fine.
Tonight's the night for emo kids. You coming?
Lead the way.
Nico runs these meetings?
Yes, so far.
Then I'll wait for her to begin.
Feels like we're getting closer to figuring out how you died. It's not too much, is it?
The Midnight Suns need to know how it happened, even if it kills me in the process.
I disagree. Let's keep you shuffling on this mortal coil, okay? Ileana wants to lead the ritual this time. That surprised me.
Why?
Magic taking the lead and Caretaker staying out of her way? The world must be ending. Oh, right. It is.
Are you prepared for Miss Rasputin to apply the metaphorical cheese grater to your soul?
Ileana's all-or-nothing approach does concern me.
As well it should. Raw power is always her answer. For this ritual, we need precision. I'm certain you'll be fine. If all goes wrong, I shall pick up the pieces, as always.
The ritual today will be unlike before.
How so?
We shall make real progress. I refuse to coddle you as the others did. I will push you beyond your limits. For this to work, I must break you.
That sounds extreme. I need to know more before I agree.
You wish to remember the moments around your death. I know a method to do so. With preparation, there is no risk. This is why you collected the ingredients I asked you to bring. Are you ready to begin?
Can you tell me more about what you are planning?
Do you truly care?
I need to know every last detail.
Why?
That way, the ritual is painful for both of us.
You're such a jerk. Now, ready?
You may proceed.
Limbo never forgets. It holds the echo of your death. What is your last memory?
Lilith. A muddy circle in a clearing.
Then I shall bring that echo to you. Now, you become its vessel.
I am ready.
What do you see?
My head. It is her. It is Lilith. In the circle.
Do not fight the echo. Allow it to wash through you.
No. She sees me. I advance, prepared to strike. She just watches me.
Whoa! Is that...
It is. My child. Look what they've done to you.
You have no right to call me child, monster.
So, misguided. I have never sought to harm you.
Your army says otherwise.
A distraction to allow for this moment.
Ileana, stop this! Right now!
Enough deceit! Speak plainly, or suffer the consequences.
Ileana!
No! We must proceed!
How plain can I make this, my child? If I am to remake this world, I need you at my side.
Enough! Dilungo! Retinacula!
No! You had no right to do that.
Stopping your recklessness is my obligation.
Stopping the ritual early could have destroyed the hunter's mind.
The only threat to Hunter was your sloppy technique.
You are impossible!
You will never attempt this again.
Do not constrain me.
Just gonna stand here and hope they don't involve me.
Yup. Miss Rasputin was correct. Feels odd on the tongue, like a fish-flavored loofah.
You approve of her approach?
Of course not. But she was right to push. No matter what Sarah thinks, today was a breakthrough.
Always thinks she knows best. no right to stop the ritual.
I used to think it was just me, but she treats all of us like this.
No, she singles me out because to her I am a reckless child and always will be. Maybe next time we shall learn the truth. If there is a next time. There is nothing more tonight. Get some rest, Hunter. Of course her obligation is to interfere. It's what she does best.
Well, you have that look on your face. Say what you need to say.
Are you all right? You seemed flustered.
Me? I'm fine. I didn't realize what was happening until too late. Lilith's voice, spoken through you, even as an echo, creates a mystical link. She has the means to follow that link back to you. With preparation, I can shield you from such an attack.
And without?
She would do to you what she did to Wanda, and I won't let that happen.
She makes it all about her, every time.
How you doing, Hunter?
We would have had the answer if Caretaker had not stopped us.
I'm not taking sides, but it looked like you were in actual pain. I get why she wanted Ileana to stop. As long as you're okay, I'm okay. The good news? We are definitely closing in. That's more than enough for today. You ready to leave?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
I was hoping we could get to know each other.
Of course. I'm available to answer any questions.
So you're an open book, huh? You don't find it hard opening up to people?
I enjoy satisfying the curiosity of my friends.
That's very generous of you.
You do not share yourself?
I do. But there are some things that need to be kept close to the chest.
May I ask you a question now?
By all means.
Your powers are unlike anything I have ever seen. It is incredible. Was it difficult honing them?
You flatter me. I've learned to control my powers, just like our colleagues in the Abbey. While my abilities are impressive, they can be strenuous.
How so?
Apologies, Hunter. That is something I'd like to keep to myself.
We are still establishing boundaries. There is no need to tell me right away.
Thank you for respecting them. Answers will come in due time.
Lucky for us, I'm not going anywhere.
I sure hope not, prophecy killer. I think that's enough for now. Your patience will be rewarded, Hunter. Just not today.